Hello. An area of low pressure is likely to bring some very disruptive rain into the south of France, across the Pyrenees and right the way down into eastern Spain in the days ahead. It's already in place on the latest satellite picture. The winds around it are going to cause some very choppy seas through the western end of the Mediterranean. They'll affect the Spanish costas and the Balearics, even as far east as Sardinia and Corsica. Could see some snow for the mountains of Corsica. Heavy snow likely across the mountains of eastern Spain, potentially some spots even getting cut off. It's clearing through the eastern end of the Mediterranean for Monday, though. Much clearer weather for Cyprus, but some of this rain for the Spanish costas, I think, will result in flooding. Heavy snow on the way for the Pyrenees. Head further north, lingering fog could be an issue across northern France and the Low Countries. Scandinavia largely quiet, except some of those weather fronts which continue to pile into Norway, bringing strong winds, heavy rain and some heavy snow at times too. It's still on the mild side for much of northern and northeastern Europe, though, for the time of year. There's that low still sitting there across eastern Spain on Tuesday, and it's going to take a good part of the week, I think, for the rain to really clear here, and the strong winds will be an issue too, obviously suppressed temperatures as well. Further north, it remains much quieter. The temperatures around average for many, but still on the mild side for Scandinavia. Hello. Newfoundland has seen record-breaking snowfall in the last 48 hours, with a state of emergency declared thanks to this area of low pressure, which is now pulling out into the Atlantic. But even on the tail end of it, there's still the possibility of further blizzard conditions, lake effect snow across the upper Midwest and into the northeast of the US, and a risk of freezing rain for parts of eastern Canada. So we're not out of the woods yet. Even as the low pulls away, we then get a big plunge of cold air behind it, and the wind chill will be significant. For the northwest, still lively as well. Low pressure rolling in from the Pacific, keeping that rainfall coming into the coast of Canada, and then head further inland and it turns to snow across the Rockies. Sunshine as we head further south, though, particularly for California, Arizona and New Mexico, all the way across into Colorado. But things are looking pretty wet for Vancouver, even on into Monday and Tuesday. See a little bit of rainfall, I think, from time to time in Portland as well. Further east, the picture is improving, but it will be turning much colder, brighter for many. But some of this lake effect snow could prove quite significant. And I think the showers across Florida will also be heavier, than the plunge in temperatures very notable as we look to the start of the new week. A sub-zero start to the new week in Montreal and New York. Hello. It is this time of year that our rains are heaviest across the likes of Ecuador, Colombia and parts of Peru. But in the next few days, we're anticipating them being much heavier than average, with a risk of significant flash flooding. Some of these showers also surging across into northern Brazil, getting pretty potent, and these lingering in the southeast. For northern Argentina, the skies anticipated to clear, though, in the next few days. There is some drier weather to the north of the showers, mainly across Venezuela, clearer spells for Guyana, French Guiana and Suriname. And also along the eastern coast of Brazil, just about from Recife to Carvelas, we are looking at a largely dry picture. But overall, perhaps our driest weather to be found to the south of the continent, for once across southern Chile and through into Patagonia. In terms of the outlook, it looks like Rio will dodge the worst of the showers in the coming days. Still plenty of sunshine to come for Buenos Aires, perhaps a little rain on Tuesday. Heading further north, plenty of rain, though, I think, around the Gulf Coast of Mexico, tied in with a frontal system that's extending all the way down from the US. Ahead of that, sunshine and warmth for the likes of Havana and across Haiti and the Dominican Republic. But once the tail end of that frontal system moves eastwards across towards Cuba, we'll see the temperatures dipping away by a factor of 10 degrees on Wednesday. Hello. A rather mobile weather pattern to the north of the African continent at the moment, thanks to disturbances in the Mediterranean. We will see showers, I think, continuing to affect northern Morocco and Algeria in the next few days. Some quite gusty winds to the south of the low, stirring up some dust and sand too. And it's just taking a little while for an area of low pressure to pull away from the eastern end of the Mediterranean, and that will feed perhaps a few showers into northern Egypt and eventually into the north of the Middle East. For Africa, the heaviest rain, though, still across Madagascar, pushing up towards Mozambique. Madagascar keeping a close eye for the risk of some tropical cyclones developing nearby. Showers for Lusaka in the next few days, for Casablanca as well, where it looks like Algiers may dodge the rain. Certainly though, I think some more downpours possible before the week is out for Johannesburg. A little bit quieter in the shorter term, some heavier rain for Lilongwe and Harare. And then we look towards the Middle East, where for Israel, Syria and Lebanon, quite a lot of showers around through the early part of the week, and that whole area will push across towards Iraq and Iran in the next 48 hours. So quite a few showers still to come, and some cooler air chasing its way eastwards as well. To the south, some cloud getting into the coast of Yemen and Oman, maybe just thick enough to squeeze out the odd isolated showers, but further showers for Damascus, Tel Aviv and Amman. Hello. Looking at our latest satellite imagery from India, the weather picture is pretty quiet at the moment, on the face of it at least, but that doesn't come without some complications, namely persistent fog to the north of the country, and that's going to hold the temperatures below average values in many spots too in the next few days. Further south, some heavier showers are anticipated across Madhya Pradesh, some showers clearing through the northeast, tracking across into Bangladesh. Showers also possible for parts of Sri Lanka, particularly the southeast and the Maldives, for a time on Monday. Pakistan has seen some very heavy snowfall recently. Chance that we see some more as this weather system runs out of Afghanistan through the early part of the week. Could be some visibility problems ahead of that for Islamabad. Certainly, I think we'll see some snowfall affecting both Herat and Kabul at some stage. But overall, we're still slightly on the mild side here in terms of temperatures for this point in the year. Sunshine takes us across the Western Ghats down into the Maldives. One or two showers, as I said, particularly with a focus on the southeast of Sri Lanka, perhaps clearing in terms of the rainfall for the northeast of India. Sunshine for the coming 5 days for Mumbai and for Dhaka. Islamabad, though, seeing that weather system starting to move in by Tuesday. Showers always a risk for Colombo. For Nur Sultan, it looks like we'll see some snowfall in the next few days, but actually the temperatures becoming milder still. Hello. Across the Asia-Pacific region, things are relatively quiet at the moment. The seasonal rains across Indonesia have abated somewhat, a little bit less active perhaps than we'd expect at this time of year. High pressure sits in place across China. That will mean a fine start to the week. But we are watching an area of low pressure set to develop as it swings across the Sea of Japan that will bring some snow into Hokkaido, wintry showers into northern Honshu and some rain further south. Perhaps a few wintry showers too for the Korean Peninsula on the tail end of that system. 18 degrees in Hong Kong with some brightness on Monday. Perhaps unseasonably warm here though by the end of the week. Temperatures set to rise maybe even as high as the mid-20s. Still some showers further south as you would expect across Indonesia. We'll see a few of those I think affecting Singapore from time to time. At the moment we've got 22 for Friday in Hong Kong, but I suspect that figure may rise as our models get closer to the time. Some heavy showers for the northwest of Australia on Monday. A risk of flooding in the southeast for the Capital Territory and southern parts of New South Wales, parts of Victoria too. That rain slow moving and the totals adding up. New Zealand, in contrast with high pressure in place, manages to hold those fronts at bay. There will be a lot of sunshine around and temperatures up to 26 degrees in Auckland. It takes a while for that rain to clear the southeast of Australia, then our temperatures will soar again.